Hey water signs, it's Christy Lynn here. Super stoked to be doing your reading tonight. I hope you guys are doing awesome. Sunday, right? Yeah. Okay. Hope you guys had a really good weekend. Stayed safe, stayed warm. I know we got a lot of snow here over the last couple of days, so that was interesting. And yeah, so I'm just gonna turn this down a sec. Just a smidge. Okay, so water signs, thank you for your patience with me this month. Definitely adapting and shifting to all the different energies on my end. And yeah, I really appreciate your patience. You guys are awesome. You guys are very mutable, very flexible in, being water signs. You adapt and flow very easily to circumstances. So, your downloads for this month were quite interesting. There were a lot of T's and a lot of T words describing your guys' energy for this month. The biggest one is temptations. Ooh, temptations. So what does that mean? What does that mean for you as an individual on your journey? Temptations, it's definitely really strongly tied to a lot of the religious dogma, I guess you can call it. But I want to not reinvent, but configure. I don't know why that word always comes to my head. I want to analyze this with you because temptations, they talk about the 7 sins, right? 7 deadly sins. And, that's the way that the devil energy can show up in our lives. And the temptations that we can be subjected to can, especially when we're on our spiritual journey, we're walking a very narrow path, right? So we're we have a destination in mind. We're on mission. We're in alignment. We've worked really hard to get to where we are today, and we're feeling, pretty solid in where we are in that moment. And when we're on this journey, and every time that we level up, we will be tested. And this isn't, a bad thing. This is just to test your integrity, to test your willpower, to test your strength, to test your faith, right? And it's challenges that are put into our path and our journey to help us grow and to become stronger. And so I feel like there are going to be a lot of temptations for you guys this month. Now, depending on your own journey and what that can mean, what that can be, temptations can be overspending, for example. Hey Andrew, thanks for being here. Temptations can be thinking too much about the materialistic world, right? Money hungry, greed, that can really turn a very humble and loving person into someone who's very money driven and not very heart-centered and in alignment with the divine's will, right? So another example could be gluttony, right? That's another temptation. So instead of looking at our emotions and looking at how we're feeling or what's going on with ourselves internally, spiritually, or emotionally, we turn to food, comfort food. And don't get me wrong, we all have our thing, and I just feel it's when it's in the extreme, that's when it can really hurt us. It could harm us, and it could harm someone else, especially if whatever it is that we are not looking at, if we project that onto someone else, that can become harmful to another person. So there was also a message too around divine union between a divine masculine and divine feminines. So we've talked about this before in other readings where, a lot of people are coming into union because they're stepping into mission together. And a lot of that has to do with the temptations around, you know, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So there are going to be temptations. There are going to be challenges and situations that are going to be coming up this month for you guys that are going to be very tempting to follow. Whether this is an ex that comes back from the past, whether this is, I don't know, like you go out dancing. I don't know if you go dancing in COVID, but you go out somewhere for dinner at a dinner party in your friend's bubble or whatever, and you meet someone really cute and you guys really hit it off, and you know, you start developing a little bit of a crush on this person, but you are energetically connected and tied and committed to someone else. So it's those kind of temptations, right? And it's the way that the divine is really challenging and testing divine masculines and divine feminines to see if they are ready for union, if they're ready for this type of connection, this divine connection. So in a nutshell, that is another example of what temptations can be manifesting for you guys this month. So just to be mindful, you know, to be very, I feel all of you guys have a lot of like integrity. So I'm not like saying that you guys don't have integrity. I'm just saying I really feel like standing your ground and standing for what you believe in and what's in your heart, you won't falter, you won't go wrong. Just to be aware and mindful of like your surroundings and what's going on. And you're gonna pass it, so I'm not worried about it. There was also, I see in this vision, super beautiful. So I feel like you guys are going through some major transformations, just like the rest of the world. I mean, constantly all these transformations happening, and this beautiful vision I had of you guys, and like it was like an underground cavern, and it was like this waterfall coming down, and it was like this beautiful pristine blue water in the bottom of this cavern, and there was some light coming through, some sunlight coming through, so you could kind of see, but there was still some shadows and everything. And I really feel like this image is what is reflecting on the transformations that's going on with you. That you may not see it on the surface, but underneath, inside, it's like this beautiful secret place, this paradise that you've created. And now a big thing that the divine wanted to share was that water over time actually can shape rock, right? That's how caverns are made. And river rocks, you know, river rocks are a very good reminder of that sort of force and that sort of power. And you guys are water signs. So you have a lot of flow, you have a lot of emotion, you have a lot of power, you have a lot of strength in that. So I just really wanted to really highlight that for you guys, because it's so, so beautiful, so gorgeous. And so just remind yourself about that. When, you know, when things aren't manifesting on the outside quite yet, just know that everything on the inside is very beautiful, and it's flowing, and yeah, it's very powerful. I was getting lost in like all of the flow words and the water. Oh yeah, I wanted to start saying this at the beginning of my readings. Okay, so if your sun sign is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, this reading could be for you. It is also for people with sun, moon, and rising signs. So if you don't know what your moon or your rising signs are, go check it out. Birth chart, Google it. Astrocharts.com is a really good website that I like to use. You can get a free birth chart, and it'll give you like a whole bunch of information. So if this sign reading does not resonate for you, check out, you know, what your moon sign is or what your rising sign is, and that might resonate a little bit more, depending on the energies for you guys. So I just wanted to start sharing that little tidbit with you guys. I was drawn to use tourmaline the tourmaline crystal for you guys, because I really feel like there is some grounding that needs to, some grounding of the energies and some protection. I also am using the clear quartz crystal to really clear out any sort of negativity and to help clear your mind, because I feel like there is a little bit of, okay, thank you, Spirit. So this is another way that temptation can try to mess you up on your journey, on your path. It can be very, it can get up in your mind, you know, or someone else on your journey that you know could like use their words to try to trip you up in your head and get you all up in your head and get you second guessing yourself and get you like doubting yourself and putting yourself down, getting yourself stuck in a rut. And it's very difficult to get yourself out of that, you know, sometimes depending on the person. You know, in the air signs reading, I talked about learning how to not take things personally, and really knowing when to shift out of certain relationships and sort of situations with people, and really protecting yourself. I think is going to be very, very beneficial for you guys this month. So if you guys have black tourmaline, I would highly recommend that, or any sort of dark crystal. Obsidian is really good as well for protection. Yeah, this is a very, very important time for you guys, because this is a testament to your life. This is a testament to your journey. So reminding yourself when you are tested, you know, when you do have these temptations, when you do have these challenges and these moments, to remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing. Like, why did you choose this path? Why did you choose to start healing on yourself? Why did you choose to do tarot readings if you're a reader? Why did you choose to become a healer? You know, and to really get grounded solidly in that testament for yourself and your life, you know, to really get aligned with your intention, a heart-centered intention for your work. And I really feel like the last few weeks, maybe the last few months for you guys, there's been a lot of throat chakra healing happening. And I feel now is the time, it's like open, it's wide open. So I feel now is the time to start using your voice. It's so important to use your voice, especially if there's been a lot of situations in the past or a lot of patterns where you find yourself being passive or just trying to keep the peace. You know, I've been there, I get it, I know. You know, it could be a lot easier to keep the peace than to speak up and say something. But I really feel Spirit is encouraging you to speak up. So now's the time to use your beautiful voice. Yeah, so I think that's it for that. Yeah, to get really grounded in yourself, because underneath the deck we have the Hermit card as it's doing the pre-shuffle. So this is Virgo energy. You could have Virgo in your chart. But I feel like it's really coming into yourself and reminding yourself and getting grounded in why it is that you're doing what you're doing. Why did you choose this path? And to get solid in that. To ask yourself some very important questions during this time. Ask your spirit guides for guidance and for help. Because you have all the answers within. And some of us, like some readers and some healers, we can help to guide you back to yourself. You know, that's why I do what I do. I help people guide them back to themselves and help to empower them by teaching them how to heal themselves. So you could be meeting a new guide, a new teacher, to help you along this journey, especially if the temptations are ones that keep coming up for you and they're kind of like a roadblock. And that's totally okay. Like, we all need help in our journeys at some point or another. Just be very kind and compassionate and sweet with yourself during this time, because it's definitely not easy. It's not an easy journey. Okay, enough talking. Let's get into the reading. was a lot. That was a lot of downloads. Oh, thank you, Spirit. It feels so good to be back in this space. Oh my goodness, back on my table, back with my, yeah, I'm just happy to be back. You guys are awesome. I love water signs. They're so creative. They are the creators of the world and the inventors, the revolutionaries. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. So Knight of Wands. That's the energy I was kind of picking up on. Just kind of like a little not really sure. Not really sure where to go. Not sure. You could be getting kind of tripped up in your head about something. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. You've been on this journey for quite a long time. Fire as well. Fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could have that in your chart. There could be a little bit of confusion around what brings you passion. And I feel like that's what Spirit was saying, is to get grounded and ask yourself, go within and ask yourself those questions. Why are you doing what you're doing? Because if it's not making you happy, and if it's the passion isn't there, then, you know, it's okay to move on. It's okay to move on from that. In the crossing, we have the King of Swords. So this was that throat chakra stuff I was telling you about, like really needing to speak your truth. And I feel like that's going to be a bit of a challenge this month. This is also my father card. So you could be, this could be one of the challenges this month is possibly having a conversation with your father. Or another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I feel for a lot of you, it's a part of your transformation. It's like you've done all of this work around your throat chakra and clearing it out. Now it's like open. Now it just wants to, like, something just wants to come out. The truth. Some kind of truth wants to come out. Seven of Swords in the foundation. I kind of feel like there might be some shady energy with this. I'm kind of feeling 50-50 with the shady and kind of the not shady, but we'll get some clarity around that in a minute. There could have been some kind of lies being told that was told to you. That's really shaking up your foundation here. And this is what could be tripping you up. There's some kind of sneakiness around this. This could also be you tripping yourself up. And this is the other form of temptations that, you know, I was explaining and talking about, is that, you know, our own shadow, when left unhealed and unacknowledged, unresolved, will come and trip us up mentally and try to screw up our manifestations, try to screw up our mission or our growth or any of that kind of thing. So we'll get some clarity around that in a minute. Could also be dealing with a Leo. I have the Strength card underneath the deck. Really needing to hone in on this inner strength. This is that, when I said grounding into your why, grounding into why are you doing what you're doing, is really going to strengthen you in this. In a very compassionate and loving way with the Queen of Cups. There's a Scorpio energy here as well, with the Death card and the Judgment. Oh, wow. There was an ending of some kind here. Someone made an important decision There was some kind of intervention. That's why it was like an ending. It could have been sudden. It could have been I kind of feel like it was a little bit slow. It was like a slow, like sticky kind of ending. But we have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So someone was left feeling very disappointed. And could have been ghosted. Aquarian energy here as well. We'll keep going. We'll see what's going on here. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. That was some deep energy, guys. With this shady card here. Okay. Okay, so in the recent past, we have the Four of Swords. I definitely feel like you guys have been resting, healing, taking a break, you know, just great. In the crowning, we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel we have a pair here, King of Swords and Queen of Swords. So I feel like you want to say something. You want to speak your truth. I feel like you've taken some time to really nurture yourself and rest, to be able to gather the strength and the energy to be able to speak the truth that you are wanting to share. You can also be dealing with another air sign. There's lots of air here, lots of mental energy. It's picking up on that. In the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you guys are working hard on something, working on your business possibly. Really focused. Really, really focused. I feel like once you speak your truth, things are going to move very quickly with the Chariot underneath. Cancer energy as well. Queen of Wands could be towards a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Ten of Wands really putting down a lot of burdens. Six of Cups. For some of you, this could be working on a relationship. Really needing to put down the baggage. If you have not done that already. I feel like that is very important if you are moving towards a fire sign. We also have the King of Pentacles here. It's Earth energy. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's going to be some fast communication or fast movement forward with this person. Coming from this person. Someone who's very business savvy, business orientated. Could be a business partner. Someone who's really good with finances. There's going to be some communication. Could be a Sagittarius as well, or a Virgo, because we have Temperance and the Hermit. Really needing to stay balanced in this time. Because yeah, there's going to be some fast-moving energy here. I feel like if you've been doing a lot of work on your own, I feel like this energy is going to help you to put down those burdens, because you weren't meant to do things all by yourself. Especially if you're stepping into mission, or if you're already in mission and it's kind of like you had a bit of a break and now it's kind of starting to pick up again. I feel like people are coming, you are attracting people to help you. The Temperance really speaks a lot about patience and tempering our emotions, not jumping the gun, right? Really taking our time to go within the Hermit, to really see and ask if this is true to me. If what this person is speaking to me about? Does that resonate with me? Because just because someone comes and like we attract someone into our life doesn't necessarily mean that they always have our best interest. Because we have this shady energy here, right? But at the same time, like this is where it gets tricky, because I've had experiences like this as well. This is where it can get a little tricky, because yes, to be mindful that there are people who can be shady and do not have our best interest in mind. However, there's also people who, like, I kind of feel like this fire sign has some, has some good intentions behind her, because she's wanting to help you put down these burdens, right? So it's up to us to learn how to discern and use our intuition on who's coming into our life and who is offering what and why, right? Because we, at the same time, we don't want to give off that energy of like, well, I don't trust anyone, so I'm just going to keep doing it by myself. Like, that's not the point. That's like not part of the lesson, right? The part of the lesson is to really hone in on our intuition, to hone in onto our intuition to be able to help guide us through. And this is why it's so important to do the healing work as well, because when we don't do the healing work, when this kind of shady energy comes up and we're kind of like, oh God, like I've been in a situation like this before, I know what's going on, you know, that could actually be a trigger from our wounded self, and it could totally blind us. It could totally blind us and throw us for a loop. And then we're blinded by our wounds. That's how our past baggage can actually disrupt our present moment and our manifestations. And we can manifest a shady situation, even if it wasn't a shady situation. And we could sabotage our manifestations. So, see how I mean it's tricky. It's tricky. So, very, very important. I see you guys, you've done a lot of resting, a lot of healing, which is good. Yeah, really needing to go within. There's someone here from the past. It could be this earth sign that's going to come and communicate with you. Possibly wanting to work together on something. I also see the Ace of Wands. Beautiful energy. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is beautiful. Okay. So I think once you kind of discern the energies for yourself, take your time. Take your time. Don't feel rushed or pressured or anything. Because there will be moments in your journey where you will have to make very important decisions in a very short time frame, but I don't feel like this is it. So I feel like you're going to have some time to reflect. And if you need some extra time, ask for extra time. Don't let anyone push you around and try to make a decision like yesterday. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands with the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this passion that you may have been a little questioning about of like why am I doing what I'm doing? I really feel like you're going to come into that in this situation, in these conversations. You're really going to, after going within and really balancing out your emotions and aligning your sacred mind and your sacred heart, I really feel like you are going to get a new sense of inspiration, if not a new idea. That's going to be more in alignment. If this is about a relationship, because I do feel a little bit of relationship-y energy here, this can be a new spark of passion between two people. I really feel like there is going to be more reciprocity and more balance in this relationship. That's the thing. That's so important. That is so important. Like, we talk about balance and reciprocity all of the time. Time, money, and energy. Time, money, energy. Yes. Are all forms of energy. or focus. I was going to say focus too. So where we put our time, where we put our money, and where we put our focus is where we put our energy. And love. Love could be a form of currency as well. And in any sort of relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic, business, family, whatever, if it's not reciprocated in a way that is fair and balanced, it's going to be super hard to sustain this. But I feel like it is sustainable at this time because we have the Star card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius as well. The Wheel of Fortune, this is definitely fated. This is destined to happen. Beautiful. Ace of Swords. There's going to be some clarity brought to the situation. And working together. Could be dealing with a Sag as well. I feel like it's going to give you a new sense of hope and clarity. And it's going to just like light that fire under your ass. Just and you're just going to run with it. It's just amazing. I love that. I love fire energy. Oh my God. I am a fire sign. I have a fire sun and a fire moon and an earth rising. So I can totally get behind that. Okay, let's keep going. See what's in your energy. Thank you. Temperance. Just talked about that. So, Sag energy once again. Tempering out your emotions. This also speaks a lot about learning the balance between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. And we've talked about this before, about being in this world, but not being of this world. And sometimes, got the Hermit card again. Wisdom. Yeah, because sometimes we can get so caught up in our mundane, like our day-to-day life, that we forget that we are divine beings of light that have, you know, a lot of magical things in our lives. What am I trying to say here? I was going to say powers. We have magical powers because we do. We are very, very powerful beings. And it's just, we forgot over time. So practicing your spiritual practices, I feel, is going to help strengthen that balance between the spiritual and the physical. It's going to help illuminate something for you. Because when there's a lot of things going down around us, we can almost get sucked into the drama. We can get sucked into other people's stuff. We can get sucked into the situations. And what spirituality does, it helps to kind of take us out of that. Not saying that it doesn't exist, but to take us out of that reality and to bring us into a space that's like back into ourselves and back in connection to the divine, where we can see things from a higher vantage point. And we can begin to understand and to accept that everything that is occurring around us is happening for a reason. And it's not happening to us, it is happening for us. And then when we start adopting those types of perspectives, we avert becoming victims in unnecessary situations. The Hermit. And we have the King of Wands here, the World card. Okie dokie. King of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So yes, really needing to use your wisdom, because I feel you are attracting some people into your life. Hold on a second. To really, the divine is encouraging you to really focus in on your power. I just keep seeing that cavern in the water, and how water like can shape rock. Like that's how powerful it is. And it flows and it goes with its environment. It adapts. Because I feel there's a real need. This Hermit card is coming on strong here. A real need to use your wisdom, especially around a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like there's going to be like an energetic gateway that you're going to be walking through, but there's something to do with this fire sign that they could be wanting a new beginning. They could have started a brand new cycle. They could have ended a cycle. We have the Ace of Cups here and the King of Cups. So we have two Kings, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Someone could have broken up with you in the past. You're going to receive some clarity around this. I feel like there's two masculines here that want to come in and bring you an Ace of Cups. And a gift. Three of Swords energy. Okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Thank you, Spirit. Interesting. I feel like one of them was someone from your past. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That could be. Okay, it's getting a little deep here. So that three, I see the Three of Swords behind, well, a couple cards behind the King of Cups, which is water sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be that sign. It could just be someone who's embodying that energy. But I feel like there's some kind of pain, some kind of three of Swords energy, excuse me, that they have still deep within them. Excuse me. And when that's left unchecked, that can actually, yeah, that can come in the form of another temptation. It can create a lot of havoc when left unchecked. So be careful, be mindful about other people's temptations as well. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, just be vigilant. Just be vigilant, be mindful of other people's temptations as well, and where they might be acting or reacting out of a place of pain. They could be trying to hide this with like gifts or money or something, which could be temptations again, right? But this is where we use our intuition and our discernment to be able to see past that, past the facade, and to be able to tap in to see, you know, if there's something else there that I should know about, right? It's not that they're dangerous or anything like that. It's just to be mindful of, especially if you're going to be entering a new relationship with this person. Whew, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Hold on a second here. These all came flying out here, so I'm just trying to feel this out. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yep. So, like I said, someone I feel is going to come in and give you a gift, bring you an offer. Page of Pentacles. I was feeling this energy a little bit earlier too. A lot of you guys could be learning. Going back to school, you could be learning something new. Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Your hopes and fears are the Five of Pentacles. Now, I kind of felt like, you see me kind of go back and forth here, because I wasn't sure. Like, I kind of feel like this is kind of tied together. Hopes and fears is Five of Pentacles, so you're afraid of being left out in the cold, or someone breaking up with you, or possibly losing money, finances, that kind of thing. And the outcome was Four of Wands, which is a very beautiful energy. It speaks about happy home, family, marriage, stability. Now, I felt like these two cards were kind of intermingled. So for some of you, you could be afraid that you're going to lose your family. Some of you are hoping for a family, for some stability in your family life, in your home, in your finances. Yeah. We'll get some clarity on that in a minute. I know we've been talking like forever, but there's a lot of messages that want to come through here, so. This could be that energy that you're just not sure. You're not sure. You should take the risk. But the outcome, Four of Wands, is beautiful. Now, we had these four cards fly out too. So we have Knight of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Eight of Wands again. Some fast communications coming in. And the Knight of Wands is someone who can be like kind of a player. Not gonna lie. Can have a little bit of a player energy. They're very passionate. They can be very attractive. Someone's going to be coming in to communicate with you. The Page of Swords, really needing to be mindful about this. We've talked about this already. It's really interesting when I pick up on these energies and then they get confirmed. Yeah, I think it's really cool. So Page of Swords, really needing to be mindful and to be intuitive, to read between the lines of what is being said to you. Could be dealing with a Gemini as well. But I feel like this has been manifested. Someone's been doing a lot of reflection here. Someone's been doing a lot of reflection on what it is that brings their wish fulfillment. Their Ten of Cups. We have the King of Cups here again. Oh, okay. Yeah. Could be dealing with another water sign. So this was what I was talking about earlier. This was all sitting behind the water. The King of Cups, I mean. The Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Ace of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. We've seen this pair. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Star card have been coming out together pretty strongly in this reading. So I feel like this is a destined, fated healing that needs to occur. Yeah, so grace. I just hear grace, like to be very graceful about this. If this person did hurt you in the past, accept them graciously, compassionately. At the same time, if you need to speak your truth, this is an opportunity for you to speak your truth because we have the Queen of Swords here. You could be speaking to a partner, divine partnership, right? To bring balance in the situation. This is a test of your resiliency and of your ability to cooperate, to learn how to cooperate and work together with people, all through communication. Not a lot of Cups energy. Not a lot of emotions here. Page of Wands. There could have a child with this person, a younger fire sign. Ten of Pentacles. Someone walked away because there was a third party. Or someone is wanting to walk away because there's a third party. Or someone's walking away from third party situations. And now they're making a decision on whether or not they should come back. I do see an offer. An offer is coming in for sure. Use your wisdom. Use your wisdom. I feel like I'm just kind of repeating a little bit here, but that is okay. I'd like to know more about the Seven of Swords here, please, Spirit. Thank you. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Needing to make a decision. Someone... Okay, so I heard money and ideas. So pentacles can really represent tangible things, right? Like our money, our time, our ideas, business ideas. So, because we have the Devil here underneath the deck and the Justice card. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Libra. You're weighing out some options. Hold on a second here. This is heavy. Yep, this is heavy. Holy shit. Okay, don't be afraid. Nothing bad, nothing bad. Yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of the devil energy, right? Like we all have the shadow selves. We all have devil energy within us. Temptations. Really needing to balance out your mind, I feel. Balance yourself out here with the Temperance. And take things, not necessarily, there's a time and place to take things at face value. There's another time to take things intuitively. Try to use both. Discern yourself in that moment to really see where it is to be able to do that. To practice that. There's some sort of legal issue here. It could have been around some kind of drunk driving incident, maybe, for some of you. There was something that happened here. You're waiting on some kind of justice to being brought to the situation here. If someone was stealing from you, if someone is stealing from you and you're kind of picking up on that, or it's important to remain balanced, to temper yourself, temper out your emotions, so your shadow doesn't get irritated and take over the show, because that's going to bring some karma to you. I feel there's justice here that's going to be brought to the situation. Nothing gets by the divine. So know that, right? Something you've been waiting on for. Oh, okay. You've been waiting on some message, like an apology. possibly from a Pisces or a Aries. There's a lot of conflict going on here. There was some kind of betrayal that occurred. Ten of Swords energy. Someone was withholding a lot of information or finances from you. This is really, really... There was some kind of illusion. I think we know that already with the Seven of Swords, but the Moon card is really telling me that there's something that you're not seeing about the situation. Really needing to stand your ground. The Emperor. Stand at your boundaries. Be prepared. Okay, well, I don't have my walking away card, but if the situation is not conducive for your health, your mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, physical health, then walk away. Walk away. But stand your ground. Protect yourself, because we have some conflict, possibly some competition, but I really feel there's a lot of conflict going on around you here. Ten of Swords tells me that it's an ending of a betrayal. But this is a test. This is a test. And we've talked a lot about that already, so. But I do see victory here and some fast movement forward. Queen of Pentacles, being very grounded, being very focused on your foundations and your stability, your finances. Nine of Wands. I mean, we're sitting in Nine of Wands. Nine of Swords. So this could be another temptation. Try not to get up in your head about it. Liberate yourself by staying in the present moment. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius. As you're moving forward, remain optimistic. Whew. Wow. Well, now we know. Now we know. I'm gonna put these back too. There's something else with this. I can't shake it. Someone might be trying to test your limits by feeding you lies. It's important to remain balanced so your shadow doesn't get irritated and throw you off, and to to go to that level. Someone's trying to get away with something. I don't like that. Anyway, let's stop hyper focusing on that. The Devil and the Justice, though. Okay, one more, please, Spirit. Let's see. Thank you. There's going to be some fast communication, possibly from an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Knight of Swords energy here. Really fast movement. Nine of Pentacles. In regards to... someone could be coming towards you. Needing to be very compassionate with this person. You're going to receive some clarity around any sort of third-party situations that this person was in. Could be a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or another earth sign. We have slow-moving energy in the Knight of Pentacles. We have Leo energy here as well, the Sun. There's definitely been a situation that was illuminated. If there was any sort of shady mental energy that was going on, and see, this is what I was talking about. I knew there was something else with this shady energy, because I feel like there was someone else. There was a third party as we can see here, there was a third party that was like almost planting and instilling thoughts, opinions, ideas into someone else's mind and really messing them up. And I feel you're going to receive some clarity around this. Someone is coming towards you. They see you as this very empowered. Oh, sorry, I didn't see this text. Hey. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have lots of abilities. If you want to check out my Empowered Empath vibes, or I have a bunch of videos, live videos. Welcome. Welcome, Maria. Maria, thank you for being here. Yes, yes, that's all we talk about here. I have lots of videos posted. If you're interested, we can chat, you know. Check out the readings. I've been doing readings for a few months now. And yeah, you're welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, yay. So excited that you're here. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, okay. Single and empowered. I definitely feel like that's where you're at, and you're attracting some people in. You're going to receive some clarity for sure around this third party situation. Something that could have left you feeling disappointed in the past here. Someone who's very spiritual, could be a Taurus as well. Someone's wanting to come in, possibly an engagement. In the past, there could have been, someone could have got spooked out of an engagement. But I feel someone's coming back. They want a union. Yeah, we have the Strength card here. There's definitely going to be a union here with the Two of Cups. The Strength could be Leo. Nine of Cups energy here. Yeah, definitely bringing an apology for any sort of pain that they may have caused you in the past. To bring balance into this situation. We have the Justice and the Devil card here again. They could have received some karmic justice. Whatever it was heavy. It was heavy enough for them to be able to see things clearly, I guess. Recognize that what they've done was not okay, and they want to come in to bring an apology and bring in an offer here to really stand up for what it is that they believe in and love. It has been divinely guided and divinely intervened. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay, let's see here. I would like some clarity. I'm looking at this King of Swords here. This is what this challenge could be about this month, is an air sign, or someone who's embodying an air sign. Someone who could be very cold, not very, doesn't have a lot of emotions. I feel like that's a challenge in needing to have that conversation. We've talked about balancing yourselves out emotionally, being in your Queen of Swords energy, also being very logical and practical and very straightforward and honest, and not letting your emotions take over, which can bring about your own shadow if that is not resolved prior to the conversation. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Victory, 6 of Wands under the deck. So I feel you guys are gonna do fine. It's gonna be all good. It's more or less of a heads up. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so we picked up on some of this energy earlier. Definitely in the near future, I see you working very diligently. You could be working with someone on a business. something that brings a lot of emotional fulfillment to you, because I feel now you are definitely in alignment, you are in check, you've gone within, you've asked yourself, why is it, like, why am I doing what am I doing? Or why am I doing what I'm doing? And you've checked that, you've aligned yourself. You're like, okay, I know what I'm about now, and I'm solid in that. And it brings me a lot of emotional fulfillment. And that's how you know. That's how you know. And so we have two masculines here, a King of Pentacles and a King of Wands. So Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Brand new cycle with the Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles underneath the deck, Ace of Swords as well. Getting some sort of clarity around some sort of fortune, money, family. I feel like you are bringing in a team here. A solid team. But really needing to be discerning, once again, right? Discerning is the name of the game when you're on your spiritual journey. Really strengthening and using your intuition to help guide you through this. Be very mindful. Use your new perception. I feel you're going to acquire a new perception in this, especially around money. There's a Tower here. Something unexpected. There could be an unexpected ending. With someone. Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify the King of Pentacles. Okay, 7 of Swords. Thank you. Can you please clarify the... Thank you. Okay, 6 of Pentacles underneath the deck. Reciprocity, balance. I feel like you're very generous with your time, money, and energy, which is what is like attracting people into your life. So the King of Pentacles, Earth energy, we have the 7 of Swords. So you're moving away from conflict. You're moving into calmer waters. Okay. Oh,
do you have any advice on how to connect with spirit guides struggling to connect with mine?
That is a beautiful question. Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. I always tell people that all it takes is intention. It takes pure intention. And so in meditation, you know, is a very good place to be able to connect with them. Also, like, you know, when you're sleeping, when you have dreams, sometimes they'll connect with you that way. But when you do meditation, you really calm your mind. And it's kind of like, going blank, trying to like go as blank as you can and to get yourself into that very calm state. And then you can set the intention that I would like to connect with my spirit guides and just let it go. And that's the hardest part, is the surrendering, is the letting it go, because our ego will want to be like, to take control of the situation and like expect. We want to see something. We expect to see something, right? But if we let all of those expectations go and all forms of control and just let it happen, it will happen. And that is a major part in the spiritual journey, is learning how to surrender. There's also lots of really good meditations, guided meditations on YouTube, and you know, that could help you to connect with your spirit guides. And it may not happen right off the bat. You know, sometimes it takes a while to develop that relationship, with spirit and with yourself. So don't feel discouraged if that's how it goes. Just keep trying, and don't give up. You could also make a small offering of tobacco to a tree or to a stream, or I don't know where you are. Or you can just, you can go to a tree. You can make a small offering and just pray to your ancestors, pray to your spirit guides, and ask for a connection, and just let it go and see what happens. And that's beautiful, though. Great question. Great question. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Yeah. I don't know right off the bat. There's quite a few. I guess it's just kind of pick and choose, use your intuition, see which one that, you know, resonates with you most. You know, after this reading, I'll take a look and see what I have in my playlist, and I'll post something. And but I want to get through this at this time. But great questions. Thank you so much for asking. This is amazing. But yes, use your intuition. Very, very key. Yes. Okay. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yes. Okay. So going back to the King of Pentacles, we have two masculines here. One I kind of feel is like a bit of a, you might want to sneak away, or this earth sign might want you to kind of sneak away with them. And then the fire sign is wanting to come in and bring you an Ace of Cups. Okay, cool. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Yeah, so the fire sign is wanting to bring an Ace of Cups here. So I feel like you have options. This is super positive. Super, super positive. And then we have a third masculine here. The King of Cups is showing up again. So, the World and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel this is up to you to decide on who it is that you want to bring with you into this next cycle. There's a reward, there's a gift here that is coming as well. I think we talked about this in one of the other readings. Not recently, but like a month or two ago, about I think it was in a fire sign reading, really choosing someone who is in alignment with where you are right now in your journey, and who is good for you, who brings reciprocity into the relationship, who is healthy for you, for where you're going. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's not a simple situation in it. I get that for sure. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles. Thank you. So there's a little bit of fear. Like I said before, I was picking up on some fear of being left out in the cold. Worried about finances. I feel like you don't have anything to worry about. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Hierophant. So, could be a Taurus coming in to bring in some clarity around some family fortune, possibly. An inheritance. Nine of Cups. It was a wish fulfillment. Because it strongly has to do with family. Because we have the outcome of the Four of Wands, happy home, marriage, summer. Something happened in the summer. Maybe there was supposed to be a summer wedding with a fire sign. I don't feel like you have anything to worry about. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's see here. Can't remember if I did that. I feel like I've been on here forever. But it's fun. It's been a while. I'm digging it. I'm digging the energy. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I was wondering if this tower is going to come out or not. So, King of Swords in the crossing, the challenge this month. There is a need to develop a new perspective on the situation. Now, we've talked about quite a bit here. There's a few different situations that you guys have going on. Take what resonates, right? I could also be talking to a cross watcher, so you know, a message could have came through for them as well. But I feel for you to help overcome this challenge this month is really needing to develop a new perspective on the situation of this person that you need to communicate with, this air sign energy, someone who's kind of cold. There's going to be a sudden Four of Pentacles in the Tower. Could be Scorpio energy as well. Someone's coming back from the past and wanting a union. Gemini energy as well here. There is a lot of competition. They're feeling that there's a lot of competition, so they need to act quick. There could be a lot of drama around the whole situation as well that they've been trying to like work through. And something to do with the legal system. Some of them could have been getting a divorce. Yeah. They received some sort of clarity, or they want to bring forth some clarity around how they truly feel. There's going to be a sudden... Hold on, like I've never seen this before. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So, I feel like this person has developed some sort of awakening here, like we just said. There was some kind of clarity that they received in their own, working through their own stuff. If they ghosted you, or if they like needed a break or something, or if they feel some kind of like cold and they were kind of just emotionally detached, I think they were working on something else. Their focus was on something else, and they developed a different perspective on the situation. They definitely got some sort of enlightenment in the process around, like, if they were withholding any sort of like money. I don't really feel money though. I really feel like emotions. Whew, breathe. I really feel like they were really closing off their heart and their emotions from you, and it's just gonna like happen all of a sudden, and it's all gonna come out. It's all gonna come out. You're not gonna see it coming. Yeah. Except you kind of are gonna see it coming, because I just told you. Yeah, being very compassionate with this person. I feel like this is going to help you in gaining some perspective as well on the situation. It's such an interesting combination. Yeah, the floodgates. I just hear the floodgates are gonna come. Okay, let us move to the oracles, because we talked a lot. We clarified a lot. I feel like it's all good. All right, so we're gonna use the Soul Coaching Oracle. I love this deck. I've used it since the beginning, and it really helps. They're all spiritual principles, and they're very simple. Thank you. Action. See? And we'll get into it in a minute. But it's like there are spiritual principles behind each card that you can focus on for the time, the week, the month, the day. Thank you, Spirit. Get one more, please. And it also comes with a positive affirmation. Thank you. Oh. Success. You're going to be successful, so no worries. No worries. Okay, so we have action. We have joy. We have acceptance. Okay, maybe I will go one by one because I don't want to overwhelm. Okay. I step into my glorious future with determination and power. I feel like this is what we were talking about at the beginning of the reading, really coming into alignment with your soul's purpose, really getting grounded in your why. And if you aren't grounded in your why, that's okay. Take the time that you need. Take all the time that you need to be able to really get grounded in your why, because no one else is going to know that question and that answer for you except you. And follow your North Star. We've talked a little bit about North Node in some of the readings. If you are new to like the spiritual journey or to astrology, you can, look up your birth chart and find out what your sun, moon, and rising signs are. Those are really good places to start. And to also take a look at your North Node. Your North Node is where you are going to be guided, especially if you're like wanting to know more about your mission, know more about your purpose. Mission and purpose are a little bit different, but I really feel like now is the time to take action on what brings you happiness and what brings you fulfillment. Because the next card we have joy. So take action on the things that bring you joy. And that comes like direct alignment into your mission, into your purpose. We don't necessarily are birthed and brought into this reincarnation, into this planet, having an exact mission, an exact word, job, that kind of thing. Like, it's more of something that we create as we're here. Like, we do have a plan, we have a blueprint that, like the things that we want to be able to accomplish and overcome, and challenges that we want to overcome in this lifetime. However, it is really up to us, as our co-creative abilities to be able to manifest the mission, the job, the purpose that we want in our lives. So follow your joy. Follow what makes your heart sing. And sometimes it takes some time to really find, because, we've lived in such a way that we've been so serious all our whole lives, and we forgot how to play. It could be hard to tap into and find that joy. So the positive affirmation for this is joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. I love that. Acceptance. Very powerful spiritual principle that you can practice for yourself every single day. And this will help to really align you with your joy. So self-acceptance is one of the most purest forms of love that we can give ourselves. It's unconditional. When we completely accept ourselves for who we are and where we are in every single moment, we free ourselves from any sort of expectations of other people and of ourselves that aren't truly supportive in our life, in our journeys. A lot of the devil energy you can overcome with self-acceptance. When we practice self-acceptance, so you see like her face is kind of like, you can see her shadow and her light, right? So we all have a shadow self. We all have a light self. It's the balance of life. It's in all of creation. And she loves and accepts herself anyway. She doesn't need to be perfect. No one is asking for perfection. So coming into a space of self-acceptance is a very empowering move that you can do for yourself. The positive affirmation is I unconditionally accept, cherish, and love myself just as I am. Beautiful. Running out of water. Okay. Next card, Radiance. So I feel like this is all leading up, and this is a very, very pinnacle moment. Radiance. So you are a radiant being of light. You're like a lighthouse. And when you work on your joy and on your acceptance, you're going to start beaming this beautiful, pure essence of love and light. And you're going to be able to help people with this. You're going to attract the people that you are meant to serve. You are going to attract the people that you are meant to work with. Start a business with, start a partnership with, start a family with. I feel like a lot of you have done a lot of the healing work that is necessary to move yourself into the next cycle. And so do the things that also bring you, that make you feel radiant. Like, if you're feeling kind of sluggish on some days, do something nice for yourself that's going to help kind of like make you feel better, like a shower. You know, sometimes a simple shower will like totally wash off like all of the day's energy, dense energy, and do a clearing for you. And that could be all that you need to feel like your radiant self again. So I am a radiant reflection of God's light. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Okay, next is wisdom. So we talked about wisdom as well. I feel it's pretty straightforward. Hold on a second. The wisdom is very... Okay, so if you find yourself stuck in any sort of situation where you're kind of like in the pits about something or in your head about something, or just feeling kind of low, remember the wisdom that you've acquired, right? So we acquire wisdom when we overcome challenges, when we make mistakes, when we, you know, hang out with elders and we really listen to, you know, the wisdom that they have to share. I feel like you've acquired quite a bit of wisdom in your own life to really help you get through that. So it's just the moment of remembering that all you need is truly within you. And that's what this affirmation says. All I truly need is within me. So going within and asking yourself, using your wisdom with the Hermit card, what is good for me? What do I want out of this situation? And sanctuary. Beautiful. Very Hermit energy again here. Going within, doing your meditation, going within, connecting with your spirit guides, acquiring your answers from that space. Especially if there's like some conflict and other things going on around you, learning to really go within and to start listening to your heart, listening to that guidance. It's never going to steer you wrong. So this also speaks about being a sanctuary, being a safe haven for other people as well, especially if you're a healer. Or, you know, with a situation where you're going to have a conversation with someone or multiple people, you know, how are you going to receive them? How would you like to be received? You know? And really, it's a lot of these spiritual principles we give to ourselves first. So we can then know how to best present that to another person. Does that make sense? So it's beautiful. I'm just going to grab my other drink here. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So next is the Saints and Angels Oracle deck. Alrighty. These Saints and Angels have for our water signs. Thank you. Triumphant. You guys are going to be successful. You guys are going to overcome this energy. I had no worries. Unicorns. If that's the synchronicity for you, there's a unicorn here. you guys are having a good night. This was fun. I had a lot of fun. Oh, thank you. Blessings of abundance and triumphant. Beautiful energies. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you are going to overcome any sort of temptation. I was going to say testament. But no, you are going to overcome every challenge with flying colors. Be open to receiving blessings of abundance. And I feel like really tapping into your joy, your self-acceptance is really going to help create that space and that pathway for your abundance to come in. Pray and ask for guidance from your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. Check in all of the time. Not just in the mornings, not just, that was something I had to learn. It's not, because at first, when I first started praying, especially in like active addiction, right? Like I was praying, to be saved. I was praying, out of desperation and out of very like selfish, one-sided kind of space. And over time, after I got clean and everything and started healing and really started developing that relationship with spirit, I started realizing that prayer is actually very important to connect with spirit every day throughout the day. Even just as a simple thank you, for the day, for a blessing. If someone is requesting a prayer, to say a quick prayer for them. And it's really cute because like in the book, they say that it's like a pilot, checking in with headquarters or whatever, like when they're flying and stuff. So yeah, it's like that. So developing a relationship through prayer, I feel is going to be very helpful with you, for you. And it's always a good reminder. Like I need to be reminded too. I'm not perfect on like praying and checking in. Forgiveness, I feel is going to be very important. This is a very important lesson around forgiveness as well. Forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others. Saint Mary, Mother Magdalene is here to help you with that. She does there's a lot of great meditations with Mary Magdalene. Yeah. Focus on your commitments, your commitment to self. It's really going to help you stay in your empowerment energy. Say no if you need to say no. Remember that you come first. Because you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else. Speak your truth. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Even if it's going to, even if it's going to disappoint someone, don't hold yourself back. You've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of healing to get to the place that you are at today. So speak your truth. I was thinking of Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc, I have her in my other deck, Keepers of the Light. And she's the voice of truth. She speaks about speaking your truth, even without the fear of prosecution. So stand up for yourself, stand up for what you believe in, regardless of what other people say or other people think. I mean, do it with integrity, but I feel you guys know that already. So, yes. Oh boy. I'm almost done, sweetie. Almost done. We got one more. Oh, 111. Cool. That's awesome. Spirit. Thank you. Okay. So we have holy love. Beautiful angel coming in here to remind you that you are worthy of love, of unconditional love from the divine. And to imagine yourself being wrapped around that unconditional divine love from the Creator, from Source. That is the love that is going to sustain you through everything. And to develop that type of love for ourselves. It's unbreakable, unshakable. You become unshakable when you're able to do that and give that to yourself. There's also a white rose here. Right here. Beautiful energy. Next we have earth and ground. So I feel like that is another very important thing, to remain centered and balanced and grounded in the present moment. If you are in a place that, there isn't any snow, a really great thing to do would be to go outside and to walk on the earth barefoot to really get grounded, to help. It's called grounding, but it's a really great way to get grounded, centered. We've talked about that a lot too, about getting grounded in your truth. In your intention, in your heart centered, in your heart space. Ease and grace. This is my favorite card. Ease and grace. So with holy love and with earth and grounding, it's really going to help you move you forward in your journey, in your life, with ease and grace. This card is also a reminder to slow down and to really to be very intentional and mindful about everything that you're doing. Like, ask yourself some questions, like, how can I move with more grace? How can I speak with more grace? How can I receive people with more grace? How can I really, really treat myself in a very loving and intentional way, and not have to be in such a rush to overlook things, and because when we give ourselves that time to slow down, we can really appreciate every single moment, every single action that we do. When we're doing our makeup, when we're doing our hair, we can be very intentional and do that with love, with joy. To be like, I love my hair, that's why I'm doing this. Or I love putting up makeup because it makes me feel beautiful. And to really practice putting all of your intentions with love and joy, and watch and see what happens in a week, in a couple of weeks, in a month. The accumulation and the momentum of that energy is going to manifest in many different ways, and miracles for yourself. Yeah. So that was a very long reading, but it's been fun and awesome and great. I'm super happy that you guys are here. And I'm sending all of you so many blessings on your journey. I love you all. If you're interested, you can hit me up for a reading on my link below. If you have any other questions. Oh yeah, I gotta find that meditation. Oh. I gotta find that meditation as well. So this is fun. This is really fun. I'm really glad that you guys are here, and I hope that was helpful in your journeys this month. I don't know. I'll just leave it there. I love you guys so much. Sending you major blessings. Lots of love and light. Thank you so much for your energy. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Mwah.